5 years into our marriage, on our daughter's birthday, my husband again used the excuse of being busy with work. But the next second, I saw a picture on my social media of him smiling happily while holding his mistress's son. Even my 5-year-old daughter saw it clearly. She hugged me and quietly made a wish. Mommy, my birthday wish this year is never to see Daddy again. It was 2 a.m. when Ethan finally came home. The sudden glare of the headlights slicing through the window made me instinctively cover my daughter's eyes. He leaned against the bedroom doorframe. Honey, I'm home. Why don't you wake Annie up? We can still celebrate her birthday. I used to be obsessed with these family rituals. Birthdays, holidays, anniversaries, even the smallest school function. I'd insist Ethan be there. I didn't want Annie to grow up like I did, knowing her father only through a phone screen. But now, I smoothed the blanket over my daughter, my voice flat. Don't bother. A flash of annoyance crossed Ethan's face. Chloe, I was just putting Leo to bed. That's it. Don't read into it. This is exactly why I can't be honest with you, because you're always so suspicious. I wasn't reading into it, and from now on, I wouldn't be suspicious either. If you're done, please go to your own room. Don't wake Annie. She has school in the morning. He let out a cold laugh. Fine, but don't come crying to me later, saying I'm an absent father. I turned away and switched off the lamp, gently patting the back of my daughter, who had stirred from the noise. Absent? It didn't matter anymore. After all, Annie's birthday wish was to never see him again. The next morning, Ethan didn't leave immediately after breakfast as he usually did. He sat at the table, watching the morning news. Just as we were about to leave, he stood up, grabbed his keys, and walked over to us, ruffling Annie's hair. Daddy's taking you to school today. He was speaking to our daughter, but his eyes were fixed on me. 2 years ago, when Annie first started preschool, Ethan drove her every single day. But after Stella arrived, he started leaving earlier and earlier, claiming his morning meetings had been moved up. I believed him, right up until 3 months ago, when I was at Annie's new school and saw him. The man who was supposed to be in a board meeting was leaning over to lift a little boy out of the back seat of his car. It wasn't that he didn't have time to take his daughter to school, it was just that he had something more important to do. We had a terrible fight that night. The next day, Annie stopped asking for him to take her. Even though I had already decided on a divorce, he was still her father. I hesitated for a moment, then nodded. A small, triumphant smile touched his lips as he scooped Annie into his arms. When he opened the car door, I froze. The back seat was a mess of someone else's life. A Spider-Man water bottle, a toy bow and arrow set, a woman's shawl tossed carelessly on the leather tucked into the seat back pocket was a framed family photo. He followed my gaze and his expression soured. Stella put that there. She said it makes Leo happy. He shot me a warning look. Don't start. It's not a big deal. The old me would have shattered the frame, would have screamed and cried and demanded to know where Annie and I stood in his heart. But the new me just nodded. It's a nice picture. He stared at me, confused. You're not angry? Angry? Maybe I should have been. But all I felt was a vast, hollow emptiness. It was almost funny. How could a man as sharp as Ethan not see through such a clumsy, transparently manipulative tactic? The answer was simple. He saw it. He just didn't care. We should go, I said. Annie's going to be late. His lips tightened, but he said nothing, just opened the driver's side door. As I was about to lift Annie into her car seat, his phone rang. The ringtone was a cheesy children's song. My dad is the best dad in the world. A little boy's frantic sobs filled the air. Daddy, Daddy, where did you go? Don't you want me and Mommy anymore? Ethan hung up and without a single glance in our direction, slid into the driver's seat. Leo's asking for me. I'll have the driver take you today. The black Maybach sped away, leaving us in a cloud of exhaust. I knelt down, worried about Annie. Daddy had an emergency, sweetheart. Next time he's free, we'll all go together, okay? Annie looked at me, her expression startlingly mature for a 5-year-old. Daddy's never free, Mommy. All his time is for Leo and his mommy. That evening, Ethan called. Chloe, I'm going to be late tonight. Leo's sick. Okay.